a little bit late tonight. I apologize, guys. My chat is active. Welcome everybody to a Friday vlog, a Friday live Glass Geek vlog. I didn't know I was going to go live tonight. I was debating because of cell phone service. It seems like the last couple of Fridays at least, I've been in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. I'm like in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. That's the second Friday I've been picking up at a packing shed in the middle of farm country in Georgia. That's how life goes. Hey Scott Ed, how are you doing this fine Friday evening? Running a little bit late. I was running late. The sun is up. It's bright and sunny outside, but it's almost 9 o'clock at night. I thought it was like 5 o'clock in the evening, but getting used to this sunshine being out until 10 o'clock at night is a little bit crazy. And so I once I seen, wow, man, I missed the 8 o'clock going live thing. I wasn't going to go live. I was going to go ahead and watch a little bit of TV, catch up on like the 5th cycle of watching Psych. I've watched the entire season like 5 times in a row. And I've also downloaded, I started rewatching Lost. So I have like 2 series I'm rewatching. And then when they're done, I'll go back to watching The Greatest American Hero or Briscoe County Jr. or something until my TV shows come back on the air. But a couple things I wanted to talk about real fast. One happened yesterday, but I think I'll postpone that because that's going to be a little bit longer. In case I'll let more people start coming in before we start talking about Metropolis, Illinois, and what's going on there. Real fast to let everybody know, I will be going home on the 16th to get my physical done and get my passport all put together, because I'm planning a trip in January where I'm going to need a passport. It's going to be I'm doing something crazy. I'm going to fly by the seat of my pants, and I'm going to Asia. I'm going to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Tokyo, Japan in January. So I'm just taking a month off and just gonna go for it. I'm not making any hotel reservations. I'm not planning on any sightseeing type stuff. I'm just gonna land at the airport in Bangkok, hop on a train. What? You're not going. No, you're not going. Kat thinks she's going. She's not going. But I'm just gonna hop on the train from the airport and go and just explore. And I'm gonna try and vlog the whole thing. So I'm excited about that. I'd like to get a couple more Patreon subscribers before doing that trip, just in case. You never know. What? What? Stop. Anytime I start talking, she thinks I'm talking to her. But that's my plan. I'm going to do something just crazy. Like if I was 16 years old again, you know. It's that midlife crisis thing. Midlife crisis is not great for relationships, and it's not good for careers really either. But I work for a pretty good company, so they're going to let me do it. So I'm doing that on the 16th, getting the passport ready, doing my physical. And then on the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, I will be at home in Orlando, out having fun, taking you guys along for the ride, checking out the new Toy Story Land over at Disney, and riding Slinky Dog Dash and all that stuff. People are already posting videos of that stuff. I wish I could have been home for press day and pass holder day and what's the other one? Employee day, you know, we have all that stuff, but I couldn't be there. I'm stuck out here on the road. All the stuff I used to do, I don't get to do as much anymore, but that's okay, because when I do get home, it's uninterrupted fun. And then on the 20th, coming back out, and I'm gonna probably only go home one time before September, and maybe only for a day or two. So I'm going to stay out from July through September and just keep working, raking in the dough, because probably going to need it on that January trip. To let everybody know, also on September 20th, Universal contacted me. They got everything all ready. I'm doing the RIP package at Halloween Horror Nights with Stranger Things and all that fun stuff that's going to be going on at Universal Studios. So if anybody's going to be there on the 20th, I don't know what day of the week that is. It's probably a Thursday, Friday, or something. But I'll be at the parks pretty much most of the daytime, and at City Walk, probably more than likely at the Hard Rock. That seems to be where I like to gather, is at the Hard Rock, until about 7 p.m. But then I have to go inside and do the RIP rock and roll treatment fun stuff. The eating, the drinking, the haunted houses, scare zones, rides, all that comes with that package. So, but if anybody's going to be going to Halloween Horror Nights on the 20th, I will be there. Bells and whistles on. All right, everybody. Well, let's talk a little bit about Metropolis, Illinois. I guess I've done a little bit of research about Honeywell and the uranium enrichment plant that sits about 1 mile away from the incredible attractions in Metropolis, Illinois, like the Super Museum, the casinos, Hollywood Americana Museum, the Lois Lane statue, the Superman statue. So this uranium plant, this plant that does whatever they do to uranium to enrich it for nuclear weapons, I thought it was a power plant. It's not a power plant. Honeywell is a weapons manufacturer. It's part of the military industrial complex. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, but I've been doing some research on it. Come to find out, Honeywell is has been putting, during the Obama years even, which was odd, kicked in $4 million in contribution campaigns and lobbying. I did not know that. I thought it was just this administration, but it seems like Honeywell has been involved in politics and doing, giving out money to politicians to get their way for quite a while. Who knew? I didn't know. So there was a radiation leak that they kept hush-hush, and it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad in Metropolis. No one knew. I didn't know. Anyway, it isn't the first time. It happened like in 2004, 2008. It's happening now. I don't know what's going on. So it's like there's a big cover-up. The news media isn't even talking about it. You have to search it. You have to search Honeywell nuclear waste, whatever, or leak, Metropolis, Illinois, just to get any local news reports. It's crazy. So yesterday, I stopped by Metropolis, Illinois. My goal was to walk around, kind of do a gloomy video of what's going on. My understanding is the radiation is expanding out to a 3-mile radius around the plant. And like I said, all the fun stuff to do and the sightseers, the stuff that they want to see is within 1 mile of this place, which is pretty crazy. Go away. Go over, go. So, my first stop was at one of my favorite roadside attractions in America. You guys know what it is. Going in there, I was going in to ask questions about what their thoughts were first before I started hitting the man on the street to talk to them. And they brought up a good point. Not to be negative, I mean, it's bad. People are scared. It's not good. but being negative is just not good for tourism. This nuclear leak is not good for tourism. It's not. The town, the biggest time of year is during the Superman celebration. That's when that place is packed. But throughout the rest of the year, local businesses, bed and breakfasts, the casino, the museums, the coffee shops and everything, they're just getting by. It's kind of like ski season in the mountains, you know, when there's no snow, there's no skiing, tourists don't come up. So they rely heavily for the celebration, and then the rest of the year it's just people coming in periodically to see the Superman statue and stuff like that. But if this is as bad as I think it is in my head, and that could dry up, and it scares me because it is an incredible town. It's a great roadside attraction, but if there's nuclear waste going around, and people are getting cancer, pets, dogs, cats are dying from cancer, which I've talked to a couple people in town, their cats and stuff have died recently with tumors and cancer. So it's odd. And it's like the government isn't just watching out for us. They're just taking the money from these corporations like Honeywell. And you see that stuff on the news, but it doesn't hit home. You know, I see it on the news. I see it happening in rural America. But, you know, it's like, okay, we know this is happening. And then people see it for 2 or 3 days and then move on. But if it's a place you go to and frequent a lot and you see it, it hits home. It's pretty bad that something like this is happening at such a great place, a super place, if you will, because of Superman. So yeah, there is. I did a little bit of research. Don't want to be negative about it. I think everybody should show support to Metropolis, Illinois. Go there, stop in. I went there. I don't know if I got radiation or not. I only stayed there for an hour or two and split. So I don't know how strong it is. They're still doing, from what I was told when I was in town, they got soil samples all the way into town, like 83 samples or something like that. And so they're still doing the research and stuff to see how bad spread it is. Hopefully, whatever it is, hopefully Honeywell decides to get a heart and clean up their mess and not turn Metropolis, Illinois into a superhero ghost town. I can't have that happening. So if anybody out there wants to show support and you don't go there, you live in California or you live in Arizona or you live in New York City or wherever, and you don't get to go to the heartland, you know, but you want to show your support, go to let's see, where can you go? Superman stuff, the Super Museum. Go to the website Superman, just type in Google Superman Museum, supermanstuff.com, and order a t-shirt, order a Superman belt buckle, I don't know, a postcard. Even though I got a bunch of postcards to mail out to my Patreon supporters, just show your support that way. Throw some support to some of the other local businesses. Maybe subscribe to the Daily Planet. And it's just anything little probably helps. I can't think of anything other than that. But do what the government always does. Every time there's a school shooting or something like that, the thoughts and prayers. That seems to be what the government likes to do a lot. We send out our thoughts and prayers. Yeah, well, it's you guys that are causing the problem, government. Yeah, by taking all this donor money and letting the corporations do whatever they want. It sucks, man. It just sucks. All right, that was one thing. So we talked about Halloween Horror Nights, talked about Metropolis. Let's get into a little bit more about my plans in January. So I'm really excited about this. I'm an old feller. I'm an old person, and I've been creating a bucket list since I was a wee lad. And you create these bucket lists, but you never do anything. You know, not everybody could be an Ernest Hemingway. Not everybody could be a Mark Twain. Not everybody can just pack up and go and travel. We got lives. We got things we think we need to get done. Well, that's changing for me. I'm going to do the things on my bucket list. And Metropolis, Illinois is teaching me this. From, you know, things like what's going on in Metropolis can happen anywhere. And you could be, you know, stuck there having to deal with that stuff. Not me. I'm going to knock out my bucket list. So my plan is I've been searching airlines. I've been searching safe places and also roadside attractions in foreign countries that I want to see. So my plan is January 20th, go to the Orlando airport, hop on an airplane, fly for 26 hours into the city of Bangkok, Thailand. With bags in hand. I'm not going to put them under storage. I'm just bringing a backpack. I'm not really bringing any clothes except for the ones I'm wearing. I'm going to wear shorts, flip-flops, and a t-shirt. And for certain places when I go to the temples and stuff like that, I'm going to bring one pair of long pants and one long sleeve shirt, because I guess you're supposed to wear that stuff in Thailand when you go to places like that. She just wanted to be on camera. So I'm going with my laptop, about 5 telephones, 2 gimbals, 1 pair of long pants, 1 long sleeve shirt, and maybe 2 t-shirts and 2 pair of swim trunks. That's all I'm bringing. I'm going everything that I could fit in a book bag. That's it. I'm not bringing a suitcase, not bringing anything. I've been told that when you get there, there's 7-Elevens on every street corner, and they're not like American 7-Elevens. You can pretty much get anything you want in these 7-Elevens. So travel very lightly when you go to Asia. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm planning a 3-week trip, and I'm leaving the 4th week for travel days and stuff like that. So 26 hours there, 26 hours back, and then boat trips to Cambodia and Vietnam. And then a plane trip over to Tokyo to go to Disney Seas and stuff. So the travel days, I'm planning 1 week, and then 3 weeks of just exploring each little town. That's my plan. I don't know how well it's going to work out, but I'm just going to do it. I'm going to pretend I'm, like I said, I'm going to pretend I'm 16 or 18 years old backpacking Europe, except I'm going to be doing it in Asia. And because I don't want no regrets. What are you doing? What? I think Mark Twain said that, didn't he? Or it could have been Ernest Hemingway. The whole regret thing. You know, God, it's been so long since I read any of either of those literature. I've never. It's been so long since I read anything from Twain or anything from Hemingway that I don't remember the quotes. I just know one of those two guys said something about regrets, and I just want to do it, and I'm going to, and I'm going to take you guys along for the trip. All right. Well, this seems like tonight's Friday vlog is pretty much a bust, but I just wanted to get a little bit of information out there. 1 Halloween Horror Nights, days off. So if anybody's going to be at Universal, get in touch with me on the 20th. I'll be there on the 20th. I also will be taking days off in July on the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th in Orlando. So if anybody's going to be at any of the theme parks, going to be hitting Disney and Toy Story Land or Universal or anything like that, get with me. We can hang out, do something. Maybe Old Town Kissimmee, I don't know, Mortem Manor, some haunted fun stuff. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to crash out. Watch some Psych. Maybe Lost. Get lost in Lost. So until the next time, guys, I love you all. Peace out, everybody. What, you saying peace out? She's saying something. I don't know what it is. Peace.